Shalom. Alright, before I get started, as always, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. Alright, peace and salutations to the Akim that's pushing his word and sincerity and truth throughout the four corners of the globe. Alright. This is the brother Zion Amon from the GMS Detroit by Camp. And this is going to be like a GMS to the point. Alright. This topic that came up after camp. Dealing with basically scattered, basically dealing with the Gentiles, scattered Israelites. Right? Gentiles being Israelites that's in a Gentile state of mind, meaning they have heathenistic ways. They have ways of the heathen. They're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? Due to being discontinued from their heritage, So they worship after other gods. They worship the ways of the heathen due to their ignorance, right? Due to their lack of knowledge. But real quick, this is Acts 10, and I'm going to start at, let's see. I start at verse 9. It says, on the morrow as they went on their journey and drew nigh unto the city, Peter went up upon the housetop to pray about the 6th hour. And he became very hungry and would have eaten. But while they made ready, he fell into a trance, and saw heaven open, and a certain vessel descending unto him, as it had been a great sheet knit at the four corners and let down to the earth. All right, the verse I want to deal with, hinging upon is verse 11. Okay, that basically this is a dark saying. This is a parable, if you will. All right, and the vessel that it's speaking of, all right, it said a certain vessel. All right, meaning something specific. And the vessel that it's referring to are Israelites. All right, some points to highlight is when it mentions the four corners. All right, that's pursuant to the basis, the curses, okay, throughout the Old and New Testament, as far as Israel being scattered, okay, notably in Deuteronomy 28 chapter, right, the Most High basically promised if we went off as a nation, if we didn't follow his ways, okay, one of the curses was going to be that we'd be scattered among the earth, that we'd be scattered, okay, in the four corners of the earth. All right, and that's what's happening here. All right, Peter is basically having a vision of that prophecy. All right, just to read on, it says, wherein were all manner of four-footed beasts of the earth, and wild beasts, and creeping things, and fowls of the air. Right, so a lot of so-called Christians, they use this scripture as a license to sin, as a license to eat anything you want, as if the Most High blessed, unclean food. All right, you have to understand that the law is the law. Okay, the Most High is not going to say one thing and then go back on his word. All right, for the scriptures say the Most High is not the author of confusion. All right, so you have to have the spiritual discernment to analyze, okay, what the Most High is truly saying. All right, first of all right, the Most High in this verse, it's not dealing with animals at all, or it's not dealing with how can I say, lawful and unlawful animals. It doesn't have to. It's not saying, oh, you can eat pork now, or you can eat shellfish or lobster or crab. All right, so on and so forth. All right, this is a parable for the Israelites that became heathens. right, that they became as beasts, you know. They became as abominable creatures, okay, in the eyes of the Most High. That's all that's going into, nothing more, nothing less. So real quick, I want to get a precept just to land back off of that. All right, this is Hosea 8 and verse 8. It says, Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure. You see that? Now the Most High he defers. Okay, he says that. So that certain vessel that is spoke of in Acts the 10th chapter. All right, that vessel is speaking of that certain vessel is speaking of Israel. I read it again. It said, this is Hosea 8 and 8. It says, Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure. Okay. You know, because basically with us going off, all right, following after the other nations, all right, the Most High didn't have no pleasure in us because, hey, we didn't, you know, we didn't follow suit. We didn't, you know, follow his will. We didn't do what he commanded of us. All right, so what you think the Most High is going to be proud of that? You know, he's gonna you know, give us a pat on the back, you know, for not following after him after he chose us out of all the nations upon the earth, and we basically made a mockery of his word. We basically, hey, we made, how can I say, we made the Most High look bad, you know, because you have to remember we're God's chosen people, so we're a representation of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, okay, the nations, okay, see us, okay, through, or let me say it this way, basically the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai represent, okay, the Most High. All right, so when we go off, all right, and do our own thing, we make the Most High look bad. All right, you know, because the Most High deals with order, you know. But that's pretty much it, you know. Just to get again to the point that when you're dealing with Acts the 10th chapter, all right, down at, I'll bring it back up. This is Acts 10, and matter of fact, I read verse 12 as well. It says, wherein were all matter. Alright, wherein were all manner of four-footed beasts of the earth, and wild beasts, and creeping things, and the fowls of the air. Okay. And one more scripture I want to get to back that up. That men can be referred to as beasts, as creatures. Because, hey, we're all creatures, right? We're all creations of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Right? This is 2 Peter 2. Let's see. What's this here? I don't know if this is the right scripture I wanted. Okay, this is This is Jude 1 and 10 said, but these speak evil of those things which they know not, but what they know naturally as brute beasts, and those things they corrupt themselves. Right? So it's not the brute beasts that corrupt themselves, it's man, okay, that corrupt themselves by going off. All right? To the point you're looked at as a, you know, as a brute beast, as a four-footed creature. All right? Because you don't have the laws, you don't have the breath, you don't have the understanding of the Most High, right? right? You're not truly an upright man until the laws are put inside you, until the Most High gives you the Spirit. Right? Until then, hey, you're nothing. You're basically you're a heathen man. All right. But that's pretty much the point. So hey, with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and salutation to the Akim that's pushing his word of truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom.